very surveying as we have it is very versatile. So if they now ask you what's the importance of photo modeler, photo modeling, you should be able to tell us so many things about photo modeling, because don't forget that if you give us what you call it an auto photo, then what is the essence of auto photo? It can also be used to what generate individual what you call it individual coordinate points. In another photo, you can generate height of a building, point location of a building, so many things you can do with a map. That's what photo modeler will end of the day give to you. So other product that you can get from auto photo, what do you call it? Do photo modeler is basically those digitizing. You can digitize with photo modeler. If I should go to the web. So as I've seen now, remember there was a place where I asked you for product of photogrammetry, as in the product or the application of photogrammetry, the data photogrammetry. So generally, have you heard about the Nostrodome Dome in France? Have you ever heard of Nostrodome Dome in France?
No, sir.
No.
Let me Nostrodome. Nostrodome Dome. Dome. Let me see whether we bring it. I hope you can see my. I hope you can see my. You can see my. What do you call it? I hope you can see my.
Yes, sir.
Good, sir.
I hope you can see my
Yes,
screen, right?
we can see it, sir.
There's a church in France, not so much church or something like that in France, that got burnt. Of the oldest church in France.
Is Notre Dame, sir.
Notre Dame, yeah.
Yes, Notre Dame, sir.
So you are part of it. Thank you.
Yes.
I don't know. They use what you call it data photogrammetry to reconstruct the church back to his origin. This not just there. This is Notre Dame Church. Back to his original. This is fire engulf it. They before now they have the images. They have snapped the images of the church, the both interior and look at the church now, both the interior and exterior part of it. They have captured it with Leica, with LiDAR. So every information about the church is known. So when fire now burnt the church, they have to now use the previously known images to recreate the construction using. That's why yeah. Where is this guy? Okay. That's why yeah. We use orthophoto, like the orthophotos I have for the church then was now being used to reconstruct, in surveying. After you have your what you call it, you have your 3D models in soft copy. What do you do? So for you to translate that 3D model to actual object on ground, we do what you call the construction or setting out. You have been taught setting out in your BA, normal BA, normal engineering surveying now. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So on that setting out,
Yes, sir.
they do setting out. On that setting out, you reconstruct the images, the objects as the way it was in the software. So from the software, you'll be getting the location of points, edges, arcs, and your total section will be used to now. We have what we call robotic total section, and we have what we call it now. 3D manufacturer or 3D brick manufacturer. There's a 3D builder. Have you heard of 3D builder? A 3D builder. That 3D builder will automatically generate or what you call it, create can build a building within a day. You can finish 2-story building because what you just have to do, you just feed him the bricks and all the other things that are needed, the paint and everything that will be used to do, or the cement. Just feeding the cement to the machine. The machine will be moving around and constructing the building. It was designed in Australia. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is that those things is not possible without what? Without digital programming, of which model software, photo modular is a software that can also be used for digital programming that is possible. So an application of that is fabrication. Imagine you are constructing a car. You know what a car? You know those parts of car. Do you think how are they constructed? You know the mechanical engineer will design. The mechanical engineer will design the parts. Abi? Am I talking to somebody or I'm talking to myself?
We can hear you.
Right, yes,
So the mechanical engineer will design the parts. Then how does it translate it to what? How does it translate down to what they call it? To a physical object. It's through the construction, 3D reconstruction. And the part that you has created automatically can be done in what you call it, in photo modular and now be what? Translated into industrial parts. The same thing goes to what you call digitizing. You have your map in what you call it, you have your map in hard copy and you want to digitize it to soft copy, just like your ArcGIS and other GIS software can do. Photo modular can also do that. My fabrication, just like my fabrication. For those of us that are into photography, you have to do Pratt and other things for photo modular will do it for you. Now, this is another important point you should know about. This is forensic and accident in construction. In Nigeria today, we are yet to develop the forensic industry to an extent, and you guys can actually be the one to engineer that. I don't know whether you know how many of us have a car. Is there any of us that have a car? Me, I don't have a car. I have a bicycle. So how many of us have a car?
Plenty.
Okay. So
four people.
Everybody, four people have everybody.
Almost everybody.
I have bicycle.
So for those of us that have for those of us that has a
I have
bicycle,
ladies bike.
for those of us that has this bag, we are not actually mostly being allowed by let's have one class, please. For those of us that have bicycle, ladies bike, and the rest, we are not often harassed by insurance companies. But for those of us that have vehicles, insurance companies they'll tell that they'll tell you that you have to go and insure your car. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes.
So car insurance. Now, what do you mean? What my car insurance? Car insurance means that if your vehicle is damaged or something happened to your vehicle, the insurance company will take charge to what? To buy you another car or repair all damages that done to your car. The same thing to life insurance and building or house insurances. So now, before they can just maybe you have for those of the Africa now, you want to just claim car insurance, you need money to buy a new car. So you just intentionally go and have an accident with the car and intentionally go and use the car to jam something and escape unscathed. And that insurance comes to insurance. So my vehicle is total. Will come and repair my vehicle for me. The insurance company is mandated to carry out an investigation, a preliminary investigation on the cause of the accident. Maybe it was intentional. So if it's intentional, they will not pay for any damages. But if it's not intentional, they will have to pay for damages. And you that actually have the car, assuming it was an intentional vehicle accident, I don't think nobody pays to have an accident with his car and get injured. So someone tells that imagine you have a car and you have an accident with your car and you got injured, and the insurance company was not telling you that it was intentional. Will you be happy?
No, sir.
You won't be happy.
No.
And because if they say intentional, that means that they will not pay for any damages and your health, or whether you lost your leg or you lost your arm or you are damaged in your any part of your body, they won't pay for anything. But if it's not intentional and is a answer on your own, then definitely they are liable to pay for any damages that have been done to you and your car. However, before they can do that, they must carry out what they call a forensic or accident reconstruction. Is I don't know whether you have come across anywhere in Nigeria they do that. Only insurance company that has enough money that can do that. But it's not enough for insurance company to do that. Insurance company actually want to save their own neck. Yes or no? Imagine you give a case. Imagine you are having a legal suit with a lawyer. Imagine you are a lawyer. You have your own house. Lawyer has his own house. Now you are both neighbors. Now, as a surveyor, you find that the lawyer has enclosed your property. Will you agree with him?
Never.
But he's a lawyer, and yet it's the judge that will answer. It's the judge that will take up the case, isn't it? But he's also a lawyer. He's also a professional of the work. And if that person, if that your neighbor is not the judge on the case, will it be fair? No, beautiful. It won't be fair because he's the one judging his own case. He always want to prove himself. So you will not want the insurance company to take up the preliminary investigation. Do you get what I'm saying now? Because they want to save money, and you are telling them that, oh, something happened to my car. I have an accident. I have a body scar from the accident. So I'm going to pay for this. They'll say, you can't pay for it. We have to carry out an investigation. Since if they are the only one kind of investigation, would they be fair? Class,
No,
would they be fair?
No, sir.
They will not be fair
no,
because they want to save money. So what they do mostly in the industrial in the developed world is that they have a protocol. They call them private investigators of the forensic department. Are you now? They are the one that will, two of you, both the company, the plaintiff and the defendant, will go down to meet this investigator and say, please carry out this investigation to confirm what happened. A third party that doesn't have any interest in the outcome of the outcome of the investigation, so that there will be there will be free and fair judgment. Now, in the country that we are in today, most people don't have that time to go and be looking for private investigation, and there are not even enough private investigators in town. But with the knowledge of photogrammetry and digital photogrammetry, that means that we can develop a proposal, we can develop a company that will be into all these things, because every day accidents happen. I can tell you, go to Google now and type accidents in Nigeria or vehicle accidents. There are many, there are numerous. Are you now? But most of those people that suffer from this accident are the victims that doesn't know anything. Yet they are paying for what? They are paying for insurances. They will pay for tax. They will pay for tax. They will pay for lawyer. And end of the day, the insurance will not pay a dime in whatever happened. If they have lost their arms, if they have lost their limbs, if they have lost their relative to vehicle or road accidents, nobody cares. They are the ones that will still pay the brunt of the whole cost. Now, what are we saying? All we are saying is that with photogrammetry, digital photogrammetry, there's what we can do what we call an accident reconstruction. From accident reconstruction, you can know who is at fault. What is the vehicle at fault? There's a case in court now concerning AI. If you guys know AI now, you have been exposed to AI. Too bad that we cannot go deep for those of us that will be specializing in digital photogrammetry as a profession or as a discipline. When you go for that, you're looking at AI assisted driving. We have AI assisted driving. We have self-driving vehicles. Now, if a self-driving vehicle go have an accident, who is to be blamed? Is it the manufacturer or the passenger or the software manufacturer or the network? So many things are coming into the picture there. Now, that's not our concern for now. For concern for now is that digital photogrammetry allows us to do what we call forensic and accident reconstruction, so as to give a fair judgment and trials in roads related accidents. So if something happens like that in a vehicle, an accident, especially road accident, there must be a thorough investigation to know the cause of the accident, so that the victim will not be overburdened. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now let's go to dense surfaces, UAV and drones, which is part of your lab. Now, now we know that today UAV is not as what you call it now, as rare as it is now. UAV is a common thing. It has come as water now. Though it's still expensive in our own part, we are trying to see if we can design a UAV here in Nigeria that can do the job of a professional polygrammetrist. How did you say professional polygrammetrists UAVs in Nigeria or manufacturers in Nigeria? They are all from the industrial developed countries, China, Japan, Denmark, and these European countries and America and the northern American continent. So why is it that difficult? No, it's not difficult. But the resources and the manpower to do that. Most of I'm so sure, first class students from your private now, most of you run away to the other countries and you japa. Now, what are you left with? We have a large market here in Nigeria for drone mapping. But
even students that are not of first class to be japa, sir.
We japa now. So what does that give us? I think you I hope you had the news that India is the first nation to land a rover on certain part of the moon.
No.
We had the news. Please Google it. India is the first, as I next day for yesterday, they landed a rover Chandra-3 on the south pole of the moon. The Indian, the first nation in the world. Indian, a third word that they call it, a developing word per se. It can, assuming all the scientists japa, they will not be able to do that. Today, France, China, Japan, China, Russia, and even Russia try to land a what you call it? They try to like what you call it? Under rover. They want to have under rover on certain part of the moon. Their own rover or their own rockets explode. It was lost into orbit. So what am I saying? What am I trying to say is that there's a large market in Nigeria that people are complaining there's no job. In disobeying discipline, the ideas are much. The ideas are there. The industries is there. However, there are so many encumbrance that's hindering the development of survey industry in Nigeria. So, but that is not a concern in this case. I'm just trying to see how to develop your interest. Today, Ukraine and Russia, they are fighting a war. Today, Ukraine is looking for men to go and fight war. They are looking for men to go and die. Men are not forthcoming. Nobody wants to die. They are even in UK. People are jacking. Well, what do? They resort to using of drones. Drones cannot work without digital photogrammetry. Drones, they are blind. You have to give them a direction. You have to give them a purpose. And how do you give them a purpose? You create objects for them to go and look for. Have you heard of the kamikaze drone? Iran has developed a kamikaze drone. Israel is trying to create it. Iran has developed a kamikaze drone. China has developed its own kamikaze drone. Turkey has also developed its own kamikaze drone. What do we know about these kamikaze drones? What they do is that they carry bombs. They will just carry bombs and go and die. During the Second World War, when Japan is seeing that it's going to lose the war, he requested for suicide bombers, people that are ready to go and die, and just go and use the drone, their plane, and go and crash on enemy's targets. Which it was a success to a very point, to a certain point, that the Americans were afraid that if the kamikaze, instead of shooting, it's not about just shutting down a plane. No, it's about making sure that plane that is coming does not come down to hit their vessel. Is that case? Is that okay now? It's not about just going to war. They are ready to go to war and die. So these drones are designed in such a way that they are not coming back again. They will tell them the target they want to go, and they will load the map. No, they will load the map inside the drone. They will tell the drone that this map on this map, this is your target. Once you get to that target, this self-destruct. Are you together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
without this photogrammetry, there's no way you can create a map, and there's no way you can load that map back into, what we are trying to do now. We are trying to create a auto photo from a captured image from the drone. Now they are not doing the reverse. We are now loading a captured image from another drone, or a captured image auto photo to a drone to go and look for objects. Is that taking now? So this is not possible without the knowledge of what? Digital photogrammetry. With the assistance of the theoretical advances in photogrammetry, we can use photo modeler to do that as well. So those are the few 6 important application of digital photogrammetry with the aid of what? Photo modeler. Now, as I've said, you come across a question that involves you to actually give us an illustration or demonstrate your knowledge about photo modeler and how it applies to digital photogrammetry. So you are expected to give me a summary of what I've just told you so far. So it will be painful that with all what I've said, you are not able to write anything. But anyway, it will be in record that I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, so I'm already live streaming what I'm teaching you. I'm already live streaming it. If you can see my YouTube channel, I'm already live streaming it. So it will be evidence that I have actually taught the class on the usefulness of what? Usefulness of photo modeling for digital photogrammetry, as long as this class is concerned. I made a mistake all the time where I didn't live stream all this thing before now, but from now on, consequently, if there will be any course again that may have come across, it will be live stream, so you can go to the YouTube channel and make the best use of the lecture. For those of those that won't have time to read through what we have said so far. So anyway, there are enough tutorials on how to go about using using this software. The one that concerns us for this class is basically the one on auto-photo creation. For the auto-photo creation, they call it a wizard. Whereas you have to move one after the other to know how to do that. I will advise that you go online for the lab. I will show you. I have a lot of photos being captured by. Okay, this is what you need. So I have a lot of images captured from what you call it, from a drone camera. I don't know that you guys don't have drone cameras in your. You don't have the drone in your apartment, which I believe, as I know, maybe will you be the one to be the next president of your what do you call it, of your department of student union. So once you become the president, or whoever becomes president, should see how they provide a drone. If not a drone, at least there's a way to liaise with companies or private firms that have a drone and is being showcased. Assuming you are here with me now. At this class, we are supposed to go for a lab. In that lab, if you are not able to, you are supposed to liaise with your staff there in technologies or technologists there. They will borrow us a drone. You will capture an area. You will practice how to use this in a practical sense. Because within this video, the limitation is that they may not have used the same software you use. That's one. You may come across some things that you need more question. that you may cause some challenges you may not be able to ask, but they have so many online forums that you can ask questions, and you can always call me up on WhatsApp me if you have any challenges before the day of submission. So what am I saying? This is the thing you need for the lab. I'll be sending the lab to you before the end of the day. I'll send it to your class rep, and you go online, get more tutorials on how to use it, add the photos I will send to you, and if you can recall, each and every one of you, probably some people may be lucky when you enter this course that you want to do for the government for surveying as year 1, you already know one another. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You already know one another. But as time goes on, you became aware of one another. You became friends. Now, once you became friends, you know the strengths and weaknesses of one another. Yes or no? Like some people, they say Gemini knows how to use Twitter station very well. Oh, Ismail knows how to program very well. So are you with now? So we get to know the strengths and weaknesses of one another. Yes or no? Are we together?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are with you, sir.
Now, for this course, I don't want you to let someone else to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. The reason being is that if I'm to employ any of you, I'm going to test you on whether you know what has been done. Not that you are not going to start asking somebody, oh, please, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do that? It sounds ridiculous. It sounds unfair. You pay for school fees, you labor for yourself, and at the end of the day, you cannot produce what you have learned. Is it not shameful? Will it not be shameful?
Very shameful, sir.
Yeah, 5 years for a course, and yeah, with the time you spend, with the money you spend, with the even with the assignment of assignment that you have been given, that you start I will do, at the end of the day, you cannot produce. You guys, there's no productive result from it. It's very shameful, and it's like imagine you have a tree, you plant the tree from the onset, you water it, you give it water, you give it fertilizer, you spend your day and night to water it so that it will grow. You cut the weed so that there will not be weed. At the end of the day, the tree grew up and there's no fruit. Will you be happy? Hello, class.
Hello, sir.
Will you be happy?
Hello, sir.
You won't be happy.
No,
so
sir.
please, I want you to take your time. If you just have to use this photo modeler in generating auto photos that you know, I can tell you have actually passed the course. So please do your best for this course and learn the best out of it. And as I've told you, there's a large industry in surveying that people don't do. If you look at NIS of today, 70% of them, they are all cadastral surveyors. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
or no?
Yes, sir.
70% are all cadastral surveyors. And is that the end of surveying? Surveying is wide. We are so what do you call it? What we are so short-sighted due to the limitation in the country. But it's because we think there's a limitation which we cannot overcome. That's why we are here where we are. I can assure you, you guys have more liberty, more freedom than the older generations, even my own generation. You can interact with people that have you know people in electrical engineering, you know people in even in creative arts, you know people in mass communication. They too use Zone. Today, they too also use Zone. So imagine you bought a drone for yourself. Oh, you want to buy a drone. That drone can do so many things like than to just do your photogrammetry. So if they too need it, you can also do it with so many things. You know people that are doing skit master now. Those skit master from skit master use drone. I hope you are aware.
Okay.
I hope you are aware.
Skit master. Like I don't understand, sir.
You do know skit masters? Those people that do these short funny videos.
Okay, like Shank, Brain Jota.
Yeah, now exactly. You know them now.
I know them.
Yes, sir.
They use surveying equipment, especially when it comes to digital photogrammetry. They use surveying equipment. They use a camera. Abi, do they use camera?
Yes.
Do they do what you call Tesla survey? Tesla photogrammetry. They do Tesla photogrammetry. No, I know. I told you that type of camera, type of images. Type of images. We have the Tesla photographs. Abi, we have area photographs.
Yes, sir.
So they have videos. They so-called videogrammetry. Apart from what you call it, photogrammetry, we have what we call videogrammetry. But videogrammetry cannot exist without photogrammetry. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I'm able to enlighten you more about the importance of digital photogrammetry and the use of photo modeler. Any questions so far?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay,
No
sir.
question.
Yes,
No
sir.
question.
Yes, sir. It's
I'm
a
listening.
sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. When you started the class, you said you wanted to give us some tips so that
Yes.
we know
No, we're not done. Hello, we're not done. See, we are only done with listen to me. We're only done with. If you look at my screen now, we said what's the last thing there? Digital photogrammetry using.
Yeah, that's the last topic.
So we are done with the last topic. No, we are not done with the class. So we are already done with the last topic.
Okay. I thought you are done with the class.
No. Before we go, we have to review everything that we have done. After doing everything we have done.
Okay, sir. No problem.
So, any question as long as photo modeler is concerned?
Not really, sir. But
Okay.
I'm asking if I could go borrow you to join the class now, sir.
If you can.
Go borrow a phone to join the class.
Why
Because
not?
I'm still.
You are still there since morning. Since that you have done and forget about, you are not telling me. I see we are on the last pass now. We are moving to revision now. We are moving to revision. So if you like yourself, go and bother. If you don't like yourself, forget about it. What I know is that this number, this 36. I must get 35 students. If you are giving me less than 35 students, more than 35 students, you're in trouble. And if the number increases, if you are giving me 1 minus this number minus 1, more than that, you are in trouble. So that's what I will tell you. So if you see
the number is fluctuating, no,
it's fluctuating.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
I'm having 36, 37, 38.
If it's frustrating, what do you think I should look out for? What thing I will look out for? I look for the highest number now. What I look for the highest
number is 38.
The highest number that is you that tell me. You will tell me, Abi. As if I don't have a record. I have a record. I don't think I have a record. I have a record. I have a YouTube record. So don't tell me. So the highest number I have, that's what I'm going to work with. So I'm not
at the moment, sir, it's at 7 now.
But whatever you say. So now let's go to our division. So gentlemen, we are asked to actually cover this syllabus. But I can tell you, due to time, we were not able to cover most of the syllabus. Now, however, from your preliminary, before you join this class, you have been told that there's a prerequisite. Prerequisite for this course are 204 or 203 that you guys did for the photogrammetry 1 year 2 or in year 1. I don't know where you guys did photogrammetry. So meaning that you have been exposed to the concept of photogrammetry, both the analog and the analytical photogrammetry. Even the stereo photogrammetry, you'll be exposed to it. So this part, this will be what digital photogrammetry, where all the concepts that we have been used to before now are now being put into concrete practice and have now been developed on. So I gave a lecture note that you guys should work on, and I told you that your paper review, which is your lab, is 30%. The quiz which is your assignment, is 10%. So you are going to get under five marks after this class. Now we are going to do a quick assignment after this class. And I told you what we are looking at. We review digital photogrammetry. We define and describes data. What are data for the images? We look at the type of images. There are data acquisition for data photogrammetry. We even look at the data products and applications. No, I've told you. It's not about the product now, the application where you actually did the assignment on story map. So don't forget, the story map is very important. We also did something about geometry characteristics of image of data images. And we look at image processing, image matching, image enhancement. So I know that we actually focus on image enhancement, and I give you the materials for image enhancement, and there are questions on image enhancement, on short question on image enhancement. So be rest assured that you are getting them. So we now finally end up with digital photogrammetry using photo modeler. So I will advise you review your notes. If you review on past questions, you may be lucky. You may say past questions. You may also not be lucky, because I can tell you, those would you may not see some past questions there. Now, should in case you have any contention based on what we have talked about, remember I told you, see, yeah, this is what I'm talking about too. Remember I talked about type of image based on the platform use. When we are using a land-based platform, we have a test image. Now, please read up your notes, understand it. If you have read up your notes and you understand, and you have issues with any place in the note, this is the best time for you to actually call my attention, and we can look at it together and come to a conclusion or a resolution. So please review the notes. Now,
Sir.
yes.
Sir.
Yes.
I noticed something about the notes that you are scrolling through.
Okay.
I think this draft is different from the one we have.
Okay, so I should send this draft, Abby?
Yes, sir. There's a draft. Yes, sir.
I will send this draft to you now to your class shape. So remind me. Let me
some of us are very read for 405. We have read the wrong thing.
You have not done the exam yet now, have you? And I'm so sure this is just an update. Is the old note I gave you, and that you update that during the class that we updated. So it's not as if you do have it's not as if you actually read a long note. So,
sir,
yes.
During the course of the lectures, we have used 3 different notes, and then I think this is the fourth.
Every note I give, there's a date attached to it. Draft, there's a date attached to it. So, should in case you let me even send it now. So let me see if I can send it now. Okay. Should in case you need where's that guy now? Let me send it now. I will attach it here now. So if I'm going to send you the latest one now. So for those of you that are using a laptop, you'll be able to access it. And for those that are not using a laptop, they are collecting it from other that are using a laptop. So this is 21 now. This is the updated one. So you said I can't share it. So I have to close it.
So what about the textbooks you sent?
The textbook. I'll send the textbook now. I don't know, sir. What happened to the textbook?
Are we supposed to read this too?
Yeah. Do we have image enhancement here? Do you have image enhancement on this note?
No,
I'll tell you, we don't have image enhancement on this note. So the image enhancement is on the other one. Yeah. That's on the textbook I gave you. Even the photo, yes.
So the thing is, like you said, we're not able to cover majority of the topics that were in the handbook because of time. So yes. Now there's a little bit of. So are we going to like read everything that is on the handbook or everything you've taught us?
What do you think? I will ask. What do you think I'll ask you? It's not everything I've taught you that I'll ask you. Well, I can't ask you beyond everything I've taught you. And I know that I've taught you something in the textbook as well. So you expect me to ask everything I've taught you. I can't ask beyond
so,
what
sir,
I've
all
taught you.
those correction for atmospheric, less distortion, all those things, you should just leave them, Abi.
As long as I've taught you, listen to me now. As long as I've taught you, there's possible question there. If I didn't touch it, especially I can open some place to you that I know I don't touch.
I'm confused.
You can't be confused. How can you be confused? Can be confused. If you look at this place now, the view of photo coordinate domination, I've taught you this one very well. And you can't say I didn't taught you. This collinearity and coplanarity principles, I've not taught you because I know that it's under stereophotogrammetry, those stereo images or image processing principles or analytical principles. I'm taught you. This money block adjustment, I didn't taught you that. So you could always ignore. Are you now? So data images, event and clarity, I've taught you that one. I've taught you all these ones. So, but when it comes to this place, this sampling and quantization, gray levels, noise, I've not taught you that one. Data acquisition for the data programming, I've taught you that one. I've taught data image cameras, but I've not taught you scanners and data compression. I've taught you other image processing. I've taught you image enhancements and illustration techniques, but I've not taught you image sampling. I've taught you from the note I gave you, I've taught you image matching. Yeah, DTM generation, auto photo, I've not taught you, but it's inside your lab. So you may not see question on DTM auto photo generation. So, but your lab, you have to go to a lab and under this data line map production, I've not touched anything on this. Even the data monoplotting, I've not touched anything on that. And this I've taught you today, which there's a question on it already. I don't need to miss words with you. Is that taken?
Sir, if it's not too much of a bother, can you reiterate the calculations we are looking at? Sir, those textbook calculations are too much inside, a lot. So do the actual one.
Listen now. Give me. It's giving me.
Sir?
Can you answer that question that this man is asking me? Because he's asking me unwanted questions.
I'll see him after the class.
Now, if you look at my own textbook, can you see my screen?
Yes.
I hope you can see my screen. In my own screen now, I highlighted those places that is actually needed for which I know I taught you. I opened those places up, and I knew that everything here I taught you this. I taught you this everything here. Even this example, we did it, and all these ones here, you can see that I highlighted it. So, and my plan is to include it in what you call it in your and I give this example. My plan is to include it in the lecture note that will be designed for the next coming people or people that will be for opportunity to take my class for data programmetry. So all these ones I like it because I know I've touched it. And though I don't have much question on those ones.
So I see those ones in yellow, Abi.
Yes, those ones in yellow. This one is in yellow. So after that, I now move to the next textbook. I know I give you 2 textbooks. Move to the next textbook. Where in this textbook, we just mentioned what under image enhancement. You can see under image enhancement, I highlighted those places that I touched. Which there's a question on it already. So for those of you that are good, that are very very good in recording or recording this class, you are sure that if you pay good attention, you're going to have good score in this part because it's there in the exam. I can assure you. The essay answers is there. So and if you look down, if you look down, those places I just highlighted, they are areas of questions. They are areas of questions. So then I didn't miss word with you. I don't want you to over labor. So if you have been in the class, if you follow the class, if you are in this class and you are asked this question, you definitely get a good answer. And as I've said before, if you are not in this class and someone has told you about the answer and you now write it and give it to me, let that person know that it's going to get half mark. It's not say. If you are not in this class, if anybody is not in this class and is not writing It's now asking, okay, age assessment is part of what? Age assessment is part of a special image enhancement, and he usually provide this very well. He's not going to get full mark, going to get half mark because he's not in the class. Someone told him, and he will quickly now use that to his own advantage. Now what is that doing? It's trying to cheat you guys that are in the class, isn't it?
But sir, what if
is it not, am I not correct?
Sir,
am I not, yes or no? You have not answered my question. No, that you are not. Someone is not in the class. He was giving an hint about the class. He went for the exam. Now wrote down the answer and now got more mark. It's not acceptable. Don't you see? Let's go back to my notes. Go back to my notes. You know, in the notes, it's there in the first page, or second page. That 60% is there for what? For exam. That's if that guy actually, hope you get a point now. So it will be biased. But those have not attended the class and not getting a good mark that have attended the class. That means that what? That means what? They don't come to class. Exactly. Don't come to class and not cheat and find your way, which is not acceptable in any realm.
But sir,
I'm listening.
What if the person have up to 60% attendance but is not in today's class and read up the note?
That is why I will not accept, because today's class, you know, are you forgotten that you will give today's class? What got to this class? Where is my schedule? Vision class. So imagine the funny part is that if the person have missed all the classes and is present today, today's class it will be the 60% we're talking about. You hope you understand the point. This today's class is the 60% we're talking about, not those ones that have got today. We do not talk about all the ones that are talking about all this way. You know what we're talking about all this way.
But
so the 60%, the 60% that are talking about this for today. And I told me that it should inform you guys that well, you're having at least I saw the proportion increases. So and if I'm to look at my own schedule, we won't hold any class again. But I deem it important for me to deny myself of all that things I'm supposed to do to have this class. I'm supposed to have the class yesterday, but we are undergoing what they call accreditation now in our own department here. We are undergoing accreditation. And my accreditation exercise, that's my job is on the line. We have to make sure that we get a full accreditation. That's why we're doing what we're doing. That means should I have a class a time for class? I shouldn't have time for class. But your exam is already set. In your exam, everything I'm going to do, I'll show you some sample question now and some expected response. Everything you are going to imagine. I didn't give you this class, and you now make a question on photo modeler. Won't you not be angry with me?
Sir, I will be surprised, sir.
You will be surprised, and I'm so sure not everybody will get that question. You don't have this class, and you see question on image enhancement.
No, we can't hear. The network is breaking.
Okay, sorry if the network is breaking. You can always go to YouTube and get the updated one. Oh, imagine you are not in this class and you get there's a question on what you call it on there's a question actually there's a question on comparators, image comparators, and you are not and this class is not old and you're not seeing question on those things. You'll be like, why is this man asking this thing? Didn't teach us all these things, and it will be unfair on my own part. So I won't want to be in your shoe. I'm a student. I'm once a student. I'm come to be a student. So I won't want someone to teach me on what has not taught me and is asking me. It will be unfair now. It will be unfair. You are even now. You have so many courses you are doing now. I'm so sure that people are doing 8 courses this semester.
Yes, sir.
So and funny enough, now imagine doing 2 courses.
It's 10. 10.
Imagine 10. Now doing 2 courses consecutively. There are. I've been in your shoes. So
people are doing 12.
Imagine you have a class, you have an exam from 9 to 3, from 9 to 2, or from 9 to 12, and that one from 12 to 3, and that one from 3 to 6. If you have read for 9 to 12, do you think that the one for 12 to 3 will stick very well?
It will not.
It will
In
not,
fact,
except he has
They not
some keywords. Then during our one time in secondary school, we have a book what we call key points. I don't know where they system it. There's key point. Those books, those they are short books. They will just highlight those areas that are important. So that if you are preparing for exam, those places are important. That's why you go and cherry pick and prepare for the exam. That's what I've done for you now. Is that taking?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that if my exam is coming up in between two exams in the same day, you don't need to now say, hey, how do I prepare? But once you have done one, just go and review and see, okay, those areas where the questions are coming from. Let me master them very well. Because I can tell you, a first class student, it's not that he knows everything. No. He only knows the answer to the question. No. Do you get now? Being a first class student does not mean that he knows everything. Funny part, he may not even know half of what the podcast knows. But if he's able to answer the question, he's a first class student. So get that mindset and don't let anybody bamboozle you on anything. So please, this class is 60%. I'm not biased. I don't want to be biased, and I don't want to be the cause of your failure, because I know some people will be even there's a case on ground. Some guy, a guy supposed to get first class, but
Hello, sir.
But I'm listening.
The attendance has been at 40 students for like the past 5 minutes now.
I can't hear you.
The attendance has been at 40 students for like the past 5 minutes now.
No, give me. Don't worry now. Give me. I know what I'm going to look for. I'm looking for the highest number -1. That if you are giving any attendance, if that number is what I have here, we will have problem. That's what I'll tell you.
The highest number, it has peaked at 47 today.
But don't worry now. I have eyes now. Don't I not have eyes? I can see. Don't have eyes. See, I have a record. I told you. I have my own record. So if you think there's a problem, bring your evidence. I'll bring my evidence. We now see where the conflict is. So there's a question on affine transformation. So be prepared. There's a question on affine transformation. So let me just show you some sample questions. Luckily you may see them. Luckily you may not see them. So now look at this question. Now they said explicitly explain what you understand by what data photogrammetry. So you expect to give us your understanding of data photogrammetry and give more explanation with reference to the lecture notes. There's a question on electromagnetic spectrum. So you are expect to tell us what is the electromagnetic spectrum, the categories within the electromagnetic spectrum, and the application in surveying. As related to photogrammetry that you have studied, because it's in remote sensing, they have also taught you those part of electromagnetic spectrum that are being used. Of today, we have drones using we have what we call multispectral drones. We have got thermal drones alone. So drone so it means that those spectrum part that you have been taught in your remote sensing or your elementary photogrammetry, they are very important when it comes to data images as well. So we have visible light and infrared, and they are used in. So this place is what I want you to take cognizance of. This question is coming out. Now, if they ask you what do you know about a data image? Now, please, don't give me don't give me a generic definition of an image and disappear and think you have answered the question. Because if you look at what we have here, they said, therefore, mean that we have given out a generic definition of an image, which we accept, which we like, we accept it, but that it does not answer the question in the simplified form of it. Because the question is that it's what digital image, not image, and you not stop and disappear. This question was asked for year 5. They all wrote this one and think they have done justice to the question. And they all got, I told them I'm giving them 0. But I have to look at everybody wrote the same thing. I have to just be linear, and I give them 50% of the mark. So they thought they have done, in exam pressure, exam tension. You have answered the question. You are so happy. You have answered the question, not knowing that you have not actually do justice to the question. Are we together?
We are with you, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the question may
Yes, sir.
seem
Yes, sir.
simple. The question may seem simple. Never assume they are simple. Even if they ask you what's your name, don't think that because they asked me what's my name, that's all. If it's filling the gap, you can just give your name and forget about it. But if they ask you a open blank question, that please tell us your name. You are not going to tell us that, oh, my name is Tosin Salami Julius. That's all. No, you tell them Tosin Salami Julius. You even add why the names are there. You even want to tell them when the name came up. Are we together? I told you story map now. Yes or no? So you want to tell the person that yes, it's not as if you don't know what you are saying. You know this what you are saying. It's not as if you cram it. Like I know some people cram this and pour it back and say they will have full mark. Possibly they can have full mark, depending on the mood I am in. But if I see that everybody copy the same thing and give the same thing, I can start to say, okay, since they everybody copy, let them have 70% of the mark. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
I want you to
Yes, sir.
I want you to answer each question as if they are not simple. Not just give a short story and disappear and say you have done the answer. I can tell you, the last people that took this exam in year 5, they were like, this question that we entered the exam in 9 o'clock. We led by 9:45, at least 9:30, 9:45, everybody was going out. Mean that it's very simple, Abi. Oh, they came in by 9 o'clock and they left by 9. Some people were by starting up by 9:30. Think that they have finished. I told them that yes, you are good. You may be see it looks simple because they don't ask you what is that, and you think you have answered it. You're on your own. Because depending on the examiner mood, examiner will look for what he taught you. He will look for okay, also how well you understood it. Because if just for you to write what is there alone, it will be that some people may cheat. I'm so sure some people will carry in what you call data. I know you know what you call a smartwatch. There's a smartwatch that we copy with. They will capture, because I told you that this is coming out. They will capture this in their smartwatch, either like a PDF or like an image, and they will upload into this watch, and they will enter the exam hall, and they will just pop it out and write word for word exactly, and they disappear. And that will now go against someone that actually read it, understood it, not even able to write word for word, but able to actually bring out you can see that in this word, we highlight the major part. We highlight are you now? So you can see someone that now took his time and understood the question very well. It will be bias on his part that even though he understood it very well, he was able to put out his thoughts, even though he could not recall word for word, but at least it makes sense. The thoughts are aligned. Unlike someone that now went to the exam hall, look at his watch, put down word for word. They can't get the same mark. Yes, you may copy word for word. Good. Or in my mood, I can say, okay, yes, everybody have in my mood, they all got the same thing. But how do I know that someone actually copy word for word for me? It's from the fact that if I see what you wrote, if I see what you wrote it such that let me give this to.
Do you mean we should write it in our own words?
No. They ask you what's your name. Just give us your name. Everybody don't know your name. Everyone knows your name, Nabi. Abi?
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, I do.
but how do we know that? How do you know that you know your name? You yourself, you know your name. It's about giving us more information apart from what people do not know. That's why you see. Look, here you have it. Do you see where we have what we have? More from what? More from the note. Mean that don't just copy word for word and disappear and think that you got the answer. No. Yes, if you copy word for word and you get this, it's 70%. And the problem now will be, did this guy that wrote word for word actually go into the exam hall with a chip or cheated in the exam hall?
That's where
you get it now. But how do we know? It's from here. It's from this, more from the note. If he can give us more than what we have here, why not? It's good to have his mark. It shows me that he understood it to the core, not that he was able to cheat his way out. Are we together? There's one person in the last exam, this year per se, in this kind of exam, there was a question. I don't know if it's here. Where in this note I said refer to figure 1.4. Why he was writing out his why he was writing out his answer. He also put referring to figure 4.4 without drawing any figure. Do you know what that means? that means the guy just read it or he cheated. He doesn't understand.
Or maybe he crammed it.
He crammed it. So that means that if that same person is being asked in the new world that okay, you pass for grammatic very well. So what is the digital image? He will just be looking for what to say because he didn't understand the question. That's the point.
And he might even write more from the note.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So look at this question. They ask you type of images and the rest. And I've told you all these things in the lecture notes. More for that shows that you understood it. They may ask you how our data image generated is there in the lecture notes. Very simple. They may ask you to outline the development data image processing. Is there in the notes. They may ask you what do you understand by photogrammetric workstation. Of today, photogrammetric workstation even is not even an outlandish word now. People are now using phone apps to develop or to extract photogrammetric informations. Now, so photogrammetric workstation just talk about the integrated computer hardware and softwares. It's there in the notes. I don't need to tell you all this. The questions that may come up in calculation in a scale, I told someone yesterday, someone to do second. He came to me and told him that, okay, in his second submission, it was to present a root survey. The root survey, you have to show your profile, Abi, and road network, Abi. So
yes.
The guy presented a profile, and someone had told him that scale does not matter in profiles. I was now wondering what differentiates a graphic designer from a surveyor. Is it not scale? Is it not scale? How do you know that what you are doing? What makes you photogrammetric and what makes a photographer? Is it not scale? In photogrammetry, people will in photography, people will be interested in the artistic artistic view. Oh, is it beautiful? Am I beautiful? Am I looking fresh? Are my people showing? My people is not showing. Yes or no?
Yes, that's how we do it.
They want to quote everything and make something beautiful that is not beautiful. But in photogrammetry, you want to see what is there. Don't quote it. Don't give us what we don't want. What is there? If there's a boil on your face, what's the dimension of that boil? That is it. Imagine someone went to go and someone went to go and do a scan for cancer, and there's a cancer of the breast, and they now show the image on the screen, and I say, oh no, you see, do this image so that it doesn't want to see this cancer. Would that cure the problem?
No, sir.
Would that cure the problem? No. But when we know actually what is there, the dimension of what is there, we can now recommend solutions. So that's what photogrammetry is all about. So there's difference between a photographer and a photogrammetrist. They are pure differences. One is actual the creation of the scene the way it is. The other person is
area photography knows to have scale.
Sir?
Area photograph knows to have scale.
They do have scale, sir. Who tells they don't have scale?
So how would that be the difference between area photo and orthophoto? If area photo already have orthophoto.
Orthophoto and what?
Area photo.
Area photo.
Didn't I talk about?
You don't read rubbish.
I don't talk about type of scales. In photogrammetry, there are type of scales. So go back to your lecture notes. So I give you. We have what we call point scale factors. Area photos have what we call point scale factors. Orthophoto has what we call uniform scale factor.
Okay.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, orthophoto, what's an orthophoto? Is there in your lecture notes? An orthophoto is what? Is a
photograph that has uniform scale.
A photograph that has uniform scale. You can say that is an image or a data expectation whose relief and terrain displacement have been corrected for. Tilt and relief displacement have been corrected for. Mean that the tilt that causes us to have point scale factor. Wait, no, I thought that in an image, the scale factors are not the scale is not uniform. Are you together now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The scales are not uniform, but on orthophoto, all the scales are uniform. They on an image is projected on using central perspective projection, while your orthophoto is using what we call orthogonal projection. These things are there in your notes. If it's beyond what we cover anyway, but it's there in the lecture note I gave you. So if you want to know more about photogrammetry very well, the textbook I gave you, the lecture note I gave you, they are enough for you. Any question?
We are good, sir.
We are good, sir.
It will be bad. It will be shameful for a student of photogrammetry or photogrammetry to be telling me that area photo does not have scales. It will be very shameful. Funny part is even the funny part. The funny part of it is that your photography, any photo, all photos have scales, but only to a photograph, only to a photograph or a photogrammetrist. That's where is only photogrammetrist is concerned about the scale. Listen, every photograph, every image, they have scales. Only a photogrammetrist is concerned about the scale. Get that right. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I've taught you the difference between an image, a photograph, an image, a photograph, and a picture.
Yes, you've talked about it before, sir.
Good. So please don't be a photographer and claim that you're a photogrammetrist. And don't be a photogrammetrist and claim that you're a photographer. There are two different words. A photographer may know that his image has a scale, but he may not be concerned with it. Doesn't care about the scale. But you, a photogrammetrist, you are also concerned about the scale, not just the photograph or the content of the photograph. So other places they will ask you how you estimate a farmland. Is there in lecture notes as well? They may ask you to find the area of a farmland. You may find yourself as you should be able to answer it. They may ask you to divide data types of data images based on the type of platform. The form they also there in the note. They may ask you to describe a coordinate digitizer. You should be able to tell us. They may ask you again, what's a comparator, and explain details. So you have to give us a very good answer and add more to show that you understand. Let me even add it here now. So they may ask you what does by photograph, by affine transformation, and why is it important in photo coordinate measurements. So it will be bad that you guys don't answer affine transformations. I would love to see this. Is there any other? I'd love to if you have this question, I'd love to see this mathematical explanation, and you have a good mark. There's a question here that I've given as assignment before, a classwork, I think so. If you see it, congratulations. There's image enhancement. If you see it, congratulations. If it's question on category of image enhancement and you are giving me just story and run away, you get your run away question answer. So those are the possible. I'm so sure in what I've shown you so far, you will see at least if it's that answer 3 out of 5, you will see the 5 at one of those questions. At least you see them there. So it will be as if you have actually have an exposition to the questions before the exam. So yes, so if now imagine being exposed, being given some possible questions that may come out in this class, and you're not there, and you now went to the exam and now get whatever I've said, how will I know that you actually understood, not copying from another person? I will not accept that. So lastly, I said again, this class is my 60%. If they are not in this class, yes, they may have attended all the classes before now. Good. I won't penalize them. But in the marking, they will never get their full mark. So hold me by my words. If you are here and you do very well, there's no way. See, just forget about Tama justice. That's just what I'm telling you. I'm not. If normally, if from the use it at 60%, that means that they're not supposed to write the exam at all. Yes or no?
Sir.
Yes, sir. If I'm to use this one as my 60%, are you supposed to write the exam?
School fees now.
I'm not getting a response.
No, they're not supposed to write it.
But I've used it as my 60%, and I'm still giving them that the fact that they should go ahead and write the exam. So for them to go ahead and write the exam, I've not messing with judgment. I've not having judgment with mercy. I've messing with judgment.
With mercy. Thank you, sir.
So, however they're writing will be over 50% of the mark. So on this note, any question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, please, can we have the the material that you highlighted that you are talking about the questions from?
I can't do that now. Yeah, who does that now? Who does that now? The school will even responsible that that means you are showing them their questions and the answers. No, don't do that.
No, you said we should not write word for word according to the
of course, yes, I know.
So we just
you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. What I can do for you is give you the lecture note that I've updated. That's all. You read up the lecture note, read all your textbooks, and you are bound to you are in this class, and you are bound to actually have out of 60%, out of 60 marks, you are bound to have 45 or 50. So, you have done well. So you're supposed to get good marks. So you know. Give me. Are you there?
I'm with you, sir.
Okay. Be in my shoe. There are 50 students in your class. And out of that 50 students, 45 students got A's. Would you not be happy? I'll be so happy that yes, that means my students actually understood my course and they are happy with the course and they understood the course to the extent.
Hello, sir.
It goes. Yes, I'm listening.
Please, what's your channel on YouTube, sir?
Oh, let me go back to that channel now to confirm. It's Tosin Salami, Tosin Jude or something like that. Let me go. Tosin Salami. Just look for SVG 405 division class. Are you now? So I can send the YouTube video to you. I'll send it to what you now. So Gumi can now share with everybody. Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you best of luck in the exam. If I forget, if everybody got, if out of 50 students, if everybody got, if at least, what is that case now? If there's another case, another scenario where we have majority of everybody in B, is it good? But if I have a majority of everybody in E,
I would like to get B in this our place, so.
Don't you get me in your place? Who are you? Like, don't you get B? B is for who then? Wait, B is for who? B is for nobody, Abi?
For the serious students.
For serious students. That's your own thing. B is for a student, not on serious student. Who knows who is serious on serious student? Or to my own point of view, all students are serious. For them to pay their school fees, for them to come to school, for them to attend one class out of all the classes they are doing, for them to buy textbooks, for them to even have a phone. they're all serious. So it's just that they have different focus on different priorities. So A, B, C, D, E, F, they are for students. They're not for ghosts. So it's a student that will get an F. It's a student that will get an E. It's a student that will get a B. It's a student that will even got a C. It's also a student that will even got a A. It's also that will even got a B. You are lucky to
Futa does not have E, sir.
Eh?
Futa does not have E.
Ooh. Futa does not have E. That
Yes.
means F. If they don't have E, they will have F. At least if they don't have, they will have F. So, ladies and gentlemen, give me my attendance. Don't forget me. The my assignment I gave you the last time. Let me have it. So, what before we close class? The one that you submit, you have done before now. So why are you asking this question? Give me. Give me.
Sir.
I'm to tell everybody in this class. You tell a sheet of paper. Tell everybody, tell a sheet of paper. Write your name, your matric number, today's date. So we can have our five mark quiz. Question. You have 15 minutes to answer the question. Describe. So, Bemi, what you do for me is that they will snap it, send to you, you zip it, and forward to my WhatsApp.
All right, sir. No problem.
So, you do me a favor as well again. What you do me is that all the assignments that you have done, you download them again and you send to me again because I've changed my phone. And my phone has an issue that time, so I mean, if I don't have a copy again in my archive, I can always pick from you. You can confirm that yes, I have all your assignments in one piece. So after this class, all the ones that you have sent to me before, even your list, everything you have sent to me before, you send them again, please, so that I can have a full coverage and confirm that I have all your assignments, all of that, so that I will not miss anything out of it. So I will try to prepare your lab this evening so that you can do your 30% lab. So now, are we ready? Are we ready for the question? Are we ready for the question?
Yes, sir.
So describe the use of photomodular software in data photogrammetry and its applications and its relevant application. You have 15 minutes to write that. Describe the use of what?
The network is bad.
Describe the use of photomodular software in data photogrammetry and its relevant application. Is that taken? Any and its relevant application. So, if you are in the class, you give me a good reply. I'll be happy. I'll be very happy. Else, you are on your own. So, Gumni, I think the question is clear.
Yes, sir.
You can close the class, Abi. You can close the class, right? I can't hear you, Gumni.
I answered. I said yes, sir.
Okay. So, I hope you enjoyed the class. So I want to thank everybody for welcoming me for the course as a whole. I want to thank everybody for being at the end of the course as a whole, and I wish you the best of luck in the exam and best of luck after the exam from the result of the course. So if you have any complaint, any area that you want me to expatiate more, feel free to get through to your class rep Let him get it to me. At my leisure, we can look at it together. And as I've told you before, there are so many areas of opportunity that we can work from. There are so many things we can do with data photogrammetry in our time. So for those of us that will be interested in going into business or photogrammetry after graduating, whether in the country or outside the country, let's discuss. Let's see how we can make money out of what we know, not just throw it. Are we together? So thank you, everyone. Wish you the best of luck. Good day. Gemini, once it's 12:30, I want to see that this assignment too. Once it's 12:30, send it to my WhatsApp. To my new WhatsApp. No, I know I could have changed it to my new WhatsApp. So good day, everybody.